Good morning. Right, this is a little video I put together on my UK racecourse tour. This is venture number 9, 10, 11 and 12 and a 1,000 mile round trip. I kicked it off on a long trip to Scotland. It was an 8-hour drive, and there we are. That's me reaching the Scottish borders on Saturday the 26th of March. As you can see, I have hit Scotland. There we go. I parked up and took a few pictures, showed them my passport, and away we went into Scotland. First little village I come to was Jedburgh. I've stopped there for a quick stop and took some pictures, some fascinating buildings. There we go. Beautiful. Before I eventually ended up at Kelso Racecourse. And there's me at Kelso Racecourse. Hiya. Wow, here we are. What is it, Saturday the 26th of March 2022. And I'm here in Scotland at Kelso Racecourse. And I've just literally started to walk the course. You can see the stands in the background. I'm on the first bend, and what a beautiful day. Been so lucky with the weather. So the sun is shining, and yeah, all looking good. Yet again, another lovely relaxing course to walk round in this beautiful weather. So here we are then, Kelso in Scotland. Say hello if you want to say hello. And yeah, really looking forward to the afternoon's racing as well, which 2 or 3 races are on ITV, and the rest are on the racing channel. I think it's Racing TV, isn't it? Or is it Sky Sports? Not too sure. I think it's Racing TV that covered Kelso. So let me turn you around then. Can't see. Sun's in my eyes. So there we go. This is Kelso. They've run some cracking races here in the past. Some good horses have come from some races at Kelso. So yeah, we're just approaching the hurdle course, which I'm walking is on the outside of the chase course, and we're just sneaking. This is the first jump fence here at Kelso. Off the home straight, down the side of the course. There it is. So what a beautiful day, so lucky. Yes, I did a race night last night, very successful. Our 94th show. We celebrated 2 years of charity race nights last night. And I left home at 11 o'clock. And I arrived in Scotland at 6:15 this morning, so decent run really, just a lack of sleep. There we go, Kelso Racecourse, be part of it, it says on the fence. Fantastic. So this is the 9th of 41 racecourses for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust in 2022, and tomorrow I'll be in Carlisle. I'll be heading towards Carlisle after today's racing. Brilliant. And I've bumped into Jane Willis here. I don't know if you remember, she done a painting for us of Aldeniti, and we auctioned off the original copy and raised 400 quid on that. And I've also got the first of 40 copies hanging on my wall, signed by Bob. So Jane Willis is here. So if you want me to bring home a copy of Aldeniti or any other copies Jane has got, give us a shout. Look her up on her Facebook page, Jane Willis. I think it's Wallis. Have a look at her work. If you like any of it, give us a shout. I'll grab it for you. It cost you though. Although she is going to donate a painting, because she's at Carlisle tomorrow, and she's going to donate another painting for us to auction off. And she did mention Rachel Blackmore and Honeysuckle. Whether she will or not, I don't know. So there we go. So you've got the chase and the hurdle on the outside, but on the bends they join up together. Where does the chase course go from here then? You've got a golf course in the middle, look. Anyone like their golf? Yeah, I can't. Does it go right over there then? Yeah. I'm taking the shortcut. I'm not taking the shortcut. Right, we come back to you later when I'm down the home straight, and we'll give you a place spot for today, which will be very difficult because they're very, very short runners, very small runners, and we'll catch up with you later. So we'll say goodbye for now. Bye-bye. So that was course number 9 at Kelso Racecourse. Just one or two more photos to go through. There we are at the Kelso stand. And a young boy called Ted, who follows me, travelled down from Perth to meet up with me. His name's Teddy. He's my #1 fan. Bless him. Lovely view from the other side of the course. And looking up the course. There's Teddy again. And this is a view. Brilliant. Then we move on to our 10th course. I travelled to Carlisle and stayed in the city centre, and some beautiful pictures of the castle all lit up in Carlisle. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. So we move on to Carlisle. This is the 10th of 41 for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust. Hello, good morning. And another beautiful sunny day. I'm carrying the weather with me wherever I go on this tour. And here we are live this morning, coming up to about 11:30 at Carlisle Racecourse, which is right up north of England on the Scottish border. But we're back in England after yesterday at a very, very lovely time in Perth. No, it wasn't, it was Kelso. So we're at Carlisle. This is our 10th of 41 then for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust, and I've just started my walk, and I'm going to turn you around. I can show you the course. There we go, there's the stands in the background. This is run by the Jockey Club, and I'm just off the straight. We're straight onto the bend, and it's a downhill climb on this bend. Quite a rapid downhill climb into the back straight. Well, I caught up with some sleep. I feel fresh and ready to go, and looking forward to another exciting day's racing. This is the 3rd of the Go North racing. There's at Musselburgh Friday, Kelso yesterday, here at Carlisle today as part of their Go North racing weekend. Martin Green, hello mate. Yeah, I've done it again mate. Got lovely sunny weather here. It only rains when you come with me. Glenn Allen's watching now. Glenn, old school friend of mine. Probably hadn't seen each other since school. 40 years ago. Well, and the rest. So here we are in Carlisle. Beautiful, beautiful track. Beautiful, beautiful day. There we go. Fantastic. So this is my 10th of 41 in 2022 for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust. And yeah, can't complain. We're still in March, and birds are singing. I'm out in the country, and yeah, just fantastic really. Absolutely beautiful. Julie Carmichael's watching. Hello Julie, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Yeah, another sunny day up in the north, Julie. I'm going to bring the sunshine to Sedgefield in August. Oh yes, you wait. Have you made it up the hill, Gary? Is there a hill here? Oh blimey, yeah. I'm just going down the hill into the back straight here at Carlisle. And yeah, I just see in front of me, it goes into quite a dip, and then I've got a right uphill climb, and I never been here before. Thanks for that, Julie. I was enjoying my walk, but I'm nice and fresh now. I've caught up on some sleep. Fantastic. And yeah, I just want to wish Connor well after a really nasty fall at Kelso yesterday in the second. Young Connor, who's £10 claimer, and he took a really nasty fall. It held racing up for an hour for the air ambulance to arrive, and I have heard he's broken both legs, but yeah, he's riding for Lucinda Russell yesterday, and we wish Connor all the very best and a speedy recovery, young man, and I hope you are comfortable. Right, so another fantastic racing today, and what we'll do, I've got to walk up that great big hill, which Julie reminded me of. Keith Gales is watching. Hello, Keith. Yeah, so we go live at every racecourse on this 41-41 challenge after Tuesday. Don't forget, I'm at Hexham tomorrow. I'll be live from Hexham Racecourse tomorrow, and I think the sun's going in. And on Tuesday, I'll be at Uttoxeter before I head home. And that will complete a 1,000-mile round trip for me on this little outing. And 12 out of 41 racecourses ticked off the list. Brilliant. Just giving page then, if you noticed that this morning, that has just hit £6,000. And that's all thanks to Sandbank Pub, who have been kindly doing meat raffles at the weekend, and 70, 80, 90, the odd £100 a week have been going into that. Fantastic. Also the charity race nights. Those of you who haven't been involved on these race nights on a Friday night, we're still looking for names to kick off the charity race night 100 club, which will represent 100 Friday nights we've been doing them, and that kicks off in June. We still want a few more names before we actually give it the go ahead. So if you want to join, it's £20 a month, and you'll be supporting this charity, supporting my tour, and hopefully raise a lot more money for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust. So £6,000 that we're up to on this challenge, and nearly hit £14,000 for Bob's Champion Cancer Trust since we got involved in 2020 with the race nights. Right, beautiful. So we go down into quite a big dip here, and you can only just see the top of the stands. So you're not going to see them from the stands when they run down this steep. Oh, it's lovely. It's all downhill. It is for the next 3 furlongs, and then I've got to climb uphill. So yes, I did have a big climb at Carlisle at the home straight. It's probably the steepest home straight and the longest I've walked so far. So this is our 10th of 12, and there's just a few pictures I took at Carlisle, and I'd like to thank Molly, who works there for the Jockey Club, gave me a wonderful time with a trainer's and owner's badge. So here are some pictures on a beautiful sunny day in Carlisle. There's Jane Willis, who kindly donated 3 pictures for us to auction off later. And there's a few pictures of me with Carlisle stand in the background. And there's their fences. I've noticed all the fences are built different in these race courses. But beautiful sunny day, look at that. Fantastic. Probably the highest point of Carlisle Racecourse. Well, I'm not quite there yet. And you can see most of the track from up on this top bend. And you can just see the grandstands in the distance. I'm probably halfway through this walk. Also, I had one of my Christmas presents there at Carlisle. Great fun. great entertainment for kids. So we'll leave Carlisle then and move on to our 11th racecourse visit, and we go off to Hexham. So off to a wet and damp Hexham. Good morning everyone, how are we? Here we are at Hexham Racecourse. This is it, 11 of 41 for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust. It's Monday the 28th of March, and guess what? It's raining. Yes, unbelievable. I've literally just started the walk at Hexham. I'm walking with a lovely young lady called Lynn. How long you worked here, Lynn?
22 years.
You've worked here for 22 years, wow. And we're looking back at the stands there. I say this is the first sort of jump course. No, that's the first fence, isn't it? From the finishing line. Oh, you got a little. Oh, you got. So when they go round again, they come up here, do they? And that's just a finishing stretch up there.
On the distance.
On the distance.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. The 3 mile come around here. This is
Brilliant. Right. What lovely scenery though. You've got a lovely lake in the middle. Beautiful. And that's the Lake District over that side, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
On a clear day.
On a clear day. I can't complain. I had beautiful sunshine the last 2 days. And it's not raining. It's just drizzly, really, isn't it? Right, so what we do, we come back when I'm hitting the home straight. I'll come back with a few selections for today's racing. Good morning, Tony Wright. You're watching in. Nick Trippett watching in from Cheltenham. How you doing, fella? But yeah, so there's the view behind me as we march on to the next fence. Yes, I was given a wonderful time at Hexham Racecourse yet again to train as an owner's badge, and they got me well involved as well. 2 races that I chose the best turned out at Hexham, plus I've done the presentation. Very enjoyable. And as you notice, their fences there, they've already started to paint their fences white. Apparently that's coming in by the end of the year. But what a beautiful view from the other side of the track at Hexham. It was a lovely, lovely viewing course. Probably the best I've seen. And there we go, with the stand right in the foreground. So here we are at Hexham Racecourse on our 11th of 41 for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust. And we've got a bit of rain. Look at that view from the stand. What a beautiful course. Fantastic. Look at the background. Fantastic. And we're just about to go and walk the course. So we will catch you later. It was wonderful. There's a water jump which is in front of the stands. This is a view from the Owners and Trainers Lounge. Fantastic. And that's the Lake District in the background. Best turned out horses, there was one of them I chose. I believe that was the first race. Or was that the first race? And that was another best turned out I also picked out on the day. Fantastic horses. And then from Hexham, I started the long drive down to Uttoxeter, stopping off in the Peak District. Amazing views across the Peak District. My 4th course on this 1,000-mile round trip, course number 12, we went to Uttoxeter. Right, let people tune in and find us. We've gone live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on our 12th and 41 for the Bob Champion Cancer Trust, and we are live from Uttoxeter. Weather, well, I'm not getting wet today like I did yesterday at Hexham. breezy, but I think it's perfect for racing. We are in March. So who have I got on the walk with me today? We go to our right, we got a young man called Nigel Kirby, the photographer for Utoxeter, who kindly sponsored us on our trip. And how you doing then, Nigel?
I'm very well, thank you, yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. So how long have you been a photographer here?
5 or 6 years now.
Have you?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
Brilliant.
Around about that region.
Brilliant. And, we haven't made you suffer and walk your camera around the course, so well, thanks ever so much for your sponsorship. It means the world.
My pleasure.
We're up to £6,000 on our Just Giving page. We've still lots of courses to go and still a few courses to be sponsored. So fantastic. And on my left we've got the boss of Utoxeter, Brian. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
And thank you for allowing me to come around Utoxeter. It's a wonderful beer. And we're just going to look behind you, Brian, and there's the stands. Fantastic. Look at that. And we've just come off the first bend. There's the first chase fence. So you had a busy weekend last weekend, Brian?
Yeah, we did. It was our main race day of the year, the Midlands Grand National. 10,000 here, which for us was nearly at full capacity. So it was a great day. The weather was with us kindly. Yeah, absolutely amazing race day for everybody involved.
Brilliant, brilliant. I'll tell you a little story now. I was at the festival last week and I rang home on Gold Cup morning and I asked the missus for a tip for the Gold Cup. And she come up with a Plutard, and I asked her for a tip for the Midlands National, and she come up with the winner of that as well.
Screaming colours, did you have a double?
She didn't have a double.
That would have been tasty.
But she had a nice little each way bet on that, and yeah, I blind about 11 or 12 to 1, wasn't it? But,
Yeah, 12 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, so she was,
yeah, well done on that.
she was very happy with that, and no doubt she'll be tuning in. Good morning, Marcus Pierce. How you doing, fella? That is my nephew. And he does a lot of charity work, bless him, for the Done.Bob Trust. So here, live in Utoxeter, then we're just going down the back straight. So it's a bit breezy, a bit chilly compared to what we've been used to. I've got a tan go all the way to Scotland expecting to get cold and got a tan. Come down to Utoxeter, it's a bit breezy. But as you know, this is the last of the 4 I've done on a 1,000-mile round trip this weekend. And I'm back off out on Sunday, well, local to me, Plumpton. It's still a 140-mile round trip. But this is wonderful. As we wander down the back straight, we've got the hurdle course on the inside of the steeplechase course. And
Golf course on the right.
oh, there is a golf course. I was just about to say, most courses have got a golf course in the middle. Where is it? Warwick. We walked round Warwick and picked up a dozen golf balls.
We've got one at Doncaster and Southall, haven't we?
All right. Yeah, I'm heading there. It's later on in the year.
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Yeah, I'm doing yeah, I'm going to Sedgefield on the 24th of August. That's an evening meeting, followed by Newcastle on the 25th. And then there's 2 other courses I'm doing when I'm up that way. But no, it's been an experience. Well, we're going to leave you for a little while. We're going to have a wander around. We'll be back. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. Stay by your phones as I will come back with my selections for this afternoon. Yesterday, wow. I think I've got, out of the 7 races, we've got 5 winners there. Mind you.
What's the thing, folks?
Right. And I did actually win the place pot 8 times yesterday. 8 times. I was that excited. And it paid £7.50. Yeah. No, I ended up 8 times. £8 worth. I won about 56 quid. There's one poor chap in the queue. He said, "Have you got the dividend for the place pot? I've got it up for 50p. I said, "Don't get excited, mate. He paid £7.50. I won't tell you what he said. It was a bit rude. Well, we'll come back to you later, folks, with my tips. Yeah, an absolutely amazing walk course with Brian and Nigel. Very enjoyable. We had a great laugh. And Utoxeter really pulled it out of the bag as well with the trainers and owners badge. Treated me really well and also invited me into the parade ring with this young lady to do the best turned out, which went on and won the race. There's a few more pictures from Utoxeter then. There's me on the winners, when I've done a presentation. These pictures were kindly taken by Nigel, the racecourse photographer, and he passed them on to me. Thank you, Nigel. And there's the winner of the race I presented. Fantastic. And also had an interview. And there's Nigel, the sponsor of Utoxeter and the photographer. And there's Brian, the boss. Lovely couple. Made me feel very welcome. It's a nice picture of the finishing line. And Nigel took it and he tried to get himself in the mirror in the middle of us two. You can just about see him. And lovely picture there of over the last at Utoxeter, what the jockeys see. There's Nigel again. And then all the winners there at the Midlands Grand National at Utoxeter. Beautiful place. And I bumped into a certain Mick Fitzgerald. Fantastic. There's the crowd. Brilliant. There's the horses started at the front of the track. There's one of the winners. And Brian told me to go up onto the roof and watch a race, and I did. And wow, what a view. And that's where the cameraman works from. Fantastic views. So there we go. Wonderful, wonderful 4 days I had on my 1,000 mile round trip. And we're off to Plumpton on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed watching. That's 12 completed now of 41. Still a long way to go. Bye for now.